Good Sunday morning. You're watching Inside Texoma. I'm Kaylee Pfeifferling. If you haven't already guessed, today we're talking everything fireworks because, of course, tomorrow is the 4th of July. Russell Nettles with Russell's Fireworks joins me this morning. Russell, thanks for being here.
You bet. Thanks for having me in.
No problem. Tell me a little bit about y'all's fireworks place. You guys have been around for quite some time, correct?
This is our 37th year.
Wow.
I started selling fireworks out there when I was 12 years old.
Out where? Tell me where you guys are
Out on
at.
Highway 79 North, going toward Waurika.
Okay. Have you guys always been at that location?
The same location.
Same location for 37
years.
Yeah, so you guys have built a strong base in the community here. What's it like being around for 37 years selling fireworks too? I'm sure families and families over year after year.
I've seen second generation families come in.
Yeah.
And third's on the way.
Yep.
And it's fun to see these families come in because fireworks is something the entire family can have fun with. From the great grandkids to the great grandparents can all enjoy a good fireworks show.
Yeah, and I'm sure fireworks have changed over 37 years. What are some of the changes you've seen?
I would say that the difference is night and day.
Right.
I mean, I would say it's between the difference like a hot air balloon to an F-16 fighter plane.
Okay.
It's that different. You know, I'm still selling some of the same items I sold 37 years ago, but it's just the fireworks are amazing now. The consumer fireworks get better every year.
Yeah, when you say they're better, do you mean more boom to it, more oomph to them?
More boom, more color, more shots, lower cost than it used to be. I mean, I'm not selling anything. I'm selling everything I sold 37 years ago less than I sold it for now. I mean,
Right, I get it at a lower price.
Yeah, things I'm selling now cost less than when I started 37 years ago.
And that's surprising because most things 37 years ago are probably going to be more expensive today than they were back then. So this is...
For example, the best item was a 96-shot pearl flower. They were $8 or $9.
Uh-huh.
Now they're $3.
Wow, okay.
As an example, that was like one of the best things we had.
Yeah. So today, what are some of your big sellers?
Well, the 500-gram cakes, and here's a 500-gram cake right here.
Okay.
They've been around for maybe 15 years, and these are spectacular. This happens to be my favorite one, called the Air Command. It's 36 shots. It does all different kinds of effects. It has a nice pace and a good ending.
So what is this? Obviously, we can't show it, but kind of describe what this is when you light it. What it does.
You light it. It's one fuse, and it's 36 shots. So it repeats at a pace like this for 36 shots.
Okay.
And they all do something different.
Oh, okay.
All the effects are different, and it has a lot. I like it because it has a lot of shots and a nice pace. That's my favorite thing about it. Plus, the performance is great on it as well.
Okay. Do you see more people buying the big cases like this?
Oh yeah, they're extremely popular this year.
Yeah.
They're being more popular every year.
Okay, perfect. So how much would one of these boxes go for?
This one's $39, but we have them in between, in the low 20s to the 50s.
Okay.
$50 range.
Okay. What are some of your other big sellers other than the big cases of stuff?
Well, we have Excalibur artillery shells. Here's a shell. Here's a canister of the Excalibur artillery shells. Those are $49 a box for a 24-shot pack, and those are extremely popular. Had a gentleman drive in from Amarillo yesterday.
Okay, just to get this.
Well, he loaded up a trailer full of fireworks, and he bought 8 cases of these, which is that'd be 32 boxes of these Excalibur artillery shells.
Okay, and actually, I noticed on y'all's Facebook page, you have people coming from out of state, out of town to get fireworks from you guys.
We got people coming from towns I never heard of to buy fireworks. No kidding. And
why do you think that is? Is it because of y'all's base there and the stuff that you guys sell?
Well, we have a great selection. And we have a fair price on fireworks that working man can't afford.
Yeah.
And we got advertising stretched out from Gainesville up to Oklahoma City, all the way down I-40 in Oklahoma, all of western Oklahoma, all of western Texas, down to Palo Pinto County, Parker County, Wise County, Montague County, all over.
Yeah, well, word of mouth gets around after 37 years
That
or so, right?
That is the best advertisement ever.
Right, yeah.
And it can be the worst.
Yeah, but it's working out for you guys, yeah. And you have down here, and it says screw artillery shells down for safety. That's what you recommend doing for these things?
I recommend doing that for every time you shoot an artillery shell, because I've done it myself. I've reached down there to light it, and I kick it over my knee. Okay. And once it's lit, it's going to go out of that tube. Right. And you want it to go up, not sideways. So my recommendation, my heavy recommendation, is to screw that down for safety. Okay. And what I've learned over the years, a smart man learns from his mistakes. A wise man learns from others' mistakes. I've made a lot of mistakes shooting fireworks off. So as a result of that, I've created a lot of safety recommendations that are on my advertisement that I would heavily recommend people take a look at and try to follow them.
Perfect. When people are buying these kinds of fireworks, do you kind of give them the rundown on safety measures to take when, let's say, they buy something like this?
Oh yes, those are all over my counters. I encourage my salesmen to discuss safety with my customers, which is very important to me. And I've started a program called Tape the Cakes. And this is a cake right here.
Okay.
Okay. And what I do, if I shoot these, I'll tape several together with some clear packing tape. And light one at a time. That way, the other two will support this one. This is designed not to turn over, but it needs to be on a hard level, smooth surface.
Okay.
Okay, that's what they're designed for. Sometimes that surface is not available. For example, if somebody's shooting in grass, the grass will give, and they can tip over.
Yeah.
So my recommendation is tape them together.
Okay.
I don't shoot anything without taping them together. You look at my Facebook page, every sign of my building says "Tape the Cakes."
Okay.
And that's what that means. Simply just tape them and light one at a time, and I've never ever had a problem doing it that way.
Okay, yeah, that's a good safety measure, and I actually haven't heard of that before, so that's something to keep in mind. You also brought this, fireworks use prohibited by law on all roadways and ditches in Texas. This is a big push for you guys.
The most dangerous thing that somebody can do with a sack full of fireworks, in my opinion, is go out on the county road or out of the city limits and shoot fireworks off. Not only is it illegal, it is very dangerous as well. As a result of, as I said, learn from your mistakes, we come up with this sign. I had 500 of them made up. I just ordered 300 more. And my goal was to give these to the Wichita County commissioners so they can put them up on the roads. Because the best case scenario is somebody will go out there and shoot the fireworks off and leave the trash. And leave the litter.
Right.
And that's a problem for the county because they have to go clean it up. The worst case scenario is somebody will go out there on the side of the road, shoot the fireworks off, and perhaps start a fire and drive off. Okay. Without going over there and just step on it like I do.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
The best case scenario is litter. The worst case is causing a problem. So the first year I give these to the county, I understand that the trash was 75% less than the year before.
Okay, so they're making a difference.
They're very effective. I really designed these for the landowners so they could zip tie to their fences.
Yeah, I see that.
So if anybody needs one of these, I have plenty of them for free.
Okay.
Just come out and get one, and we drilled holes in the corner and got some zip ties on the back, and it's really designed to go on the barbed wire fence.
Okay. Okay, got it.
A lot of people don't know you can't do that.
Yeah, and they don't. And we also should mention using fireworks or lighting off fireworks in Wichita city limits, Wichita Falls city limits prohibited.
Yes, in most city limits, Bourbonnette, our parks. I mean, almost every city limits I know of in Texas, you cannot shoot fireworks off.
Okay.
It's prohibited.
Yeah, so just keep that in mind. Russell, tell us again real quick where you guys are located, the hours, when people can come get their fireworks.
Well, we're open every day until we're open through tomorrow. Okay. Through the 4th of July. Right. We're on Highway 79 North going toward Eureka. Our hours on today and tomorrow will be open early and staying late. Okay. Make sure everybody comes out. Yeah. And check my website out, russellsfireworks.com, to get a copy of my specials and my safety tips and a lot of other information on that flyer. Okay, perfect. Russell, thanks for being here. Thanks for running down some safety tips with us as well. My advice is to be responsible to my customers. Be responsible and plan ahead. And the best thing you can do is simply have somebody downwind with a 5-gallon bucket of water when you're enjoying your fireworks. And that way, if something happens, there's no issue at all. Yeah. That's what I do too. Yeah, you can never be too prepared. Everybody has a 5-gallon bucket. Yeah. Yeah, and you want to be safe and have fun at the same time. Russell, thanks for joining me this morning. When we come back, Representative with Iowa Park will be here to talk about their fireworks show going on the 4th of July.
Welcome back to Inside Texoma. We're still talking about fireworks today because obviously tomorrow is the 4th of July, and 4th of July festivities are already getting underway today. Carla Neal with Iowa Park joins us now. Carla, you're a volunteer with the City of Iowa Park, and you're kind of putting together, helping to put together this fireworks celebration, and it's going on today.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
Tell us a little bit about the different things going on later today.
Well, it all begins at 1 today, and we're putting on a mud volleyball tournament. We've got 14 teams. Each team has paid an entry fee, and all the money will go toward the winning team's favorite charity, and they've already named their charities. We've got 14 different charities that they will be playing for. Midwest Waste has came in and offered to match the funds from my tournament. Mm-hmm. So whatever my tournament pulls in, Midwest Waste will match it, and all the funds will go to the winning team's charity of their choice.
Wow. And have you done this volleyball tournament in years past?
Never.
This is the first year?
Yes, ma'am.
And 14 teams, that's a lot for a first year.
Well, we put it out there on a Monday morning. By Tuesday morning, they were full.
Wow.
But since we're starting at 1, because it is a church day, and most churches don't get out till noon, we can only take 14 teams.
Okay, so you guys are at max, yes. No more sign-ups?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And who makes up the teams? Is it all ages?
A lot of us, I've noticed a lot of the younger generations what's came in. We've got a couple different churches brought in 2 teams. Optimist Club of Iowa Park has brought in a team. City Hall has brought in a team. The Iowa Park Volunteer Fire Department has pulled a team. The police department's pulled a team. And then we've had like 3 or 4 just families with their kids and the mom and dads wanting to play mud volleyball.
Yeah, because it sounds like a good time. And even if you're not signed up, you're still encouraged to go watch this tournament because it's going to be a good time out there. Families invited.
Correct. It starts at 1, and our playoff game should end at 8 o'clock with the fireworks following.
Okay.
About 9:20, 9:30.
Okay.
We're thinking. And that is sponsored by Bobby Bounds Excavation.
Okay. Is that all in the same place?
Yes. It's at Gordon Lake. It's right off 287, and volleyball will be played on the east side of the lake.
Okay. So first year for the volleyball, I'm assuming not the first year for a fireworks display.
It's our second year of fireworks.
Okay.
Right.
Talk a little bit about kind of the turnout for the first year. Did you guys have a lot of people out there for your first year?
Oh, yes. I parked off 287 up by the cemetery. Mm-hmm. And I couldn't believe how many people were there. So in my mind, I was thinking, there needs to be more things going on than just fireworks because everybody watched, 20 minutes, it's over.
Right.
So Lakeview Church of God, which is an adjoining property with the city, has they're bringing in there's gonna be like concessions and bounce houses, water slides, and all the games are free at Lakeview. So they're wanting you to bring your children out.
Okay, and the fireworks are those free too?
Everything's free.
Okay, perfect.
Except the concessions.
Okay, so let's say you're not signed up for a mud volleyball team. You can go out there at 1 o'clock later this afternoon with the family, watch some mud volleyball. A little bit later, you can play those free games and then see those free fireworks.
Yes, it's going to be an awesome day.
Yeah, it is a day of all free activities. Doesn't get much better than that, right?
No, ma'am, it doesn't.
Do you know if you guys have anything special planned for the fireworks, maybe anything different than you guys did last year?
From what I understand, it's going to be a little bit longer than it was last year.
Okay.
It's a little more money, few more minutes of fireworks.
Because of how many people showed up the first year?
Oh, yes. It's just unreal.
Are you guys expecting that same number or even more
I think
people?
there'll be more. I work at City Hall, and we're getting phone calls almost every day about when, what time. So I know people are excited about it.
Yeah. And I'm sure you'll even get some people from out of town as well. I mean, when people hear the word free, they come from far and wide.
That's correct.
Anything else you want to say about today's activities? Anything we're missing?
Well, may I just say some of the volleyball teams who they're playing for?
Yeah, perfect.
We have a team.
The charities?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay. One team will be playing for ALS, and one will be playing for the Hospice Christmas Tree. We got 3 playing for the Friendly Door of Iowa Park, 1 playing for the Optimist Club of Iowa Park, American Cancer Society, American Kidney Fund, the Tom Burnett Library, Kids Christmas, CASA of Patsy House, and the new Animal Control Center of Iowa Park, and the Samaritan's Purse Operations Christmas Child, and Humane Society.
Okay, so some great organizations these teams are playing for, and I like that the proceeds are going to a charity. That makes it even more rewarding during this 4th of July holiday.
Right, and a charity of their choice.
Right.
Because I didn't want to pick just one charity, so I'm letting the team choose who they want their money to go to.
Yeah, and I know, I don't want to jump the gun here, but are you already looking forward to next year and what you guys are going to do?
Oh, there's no doubt. We got 2 pits we've dug, and I figured next year we'll need more.
Yeah.
I've already had that type of, we got people on waiting list to play if another team drops out.
Really? So opening it up to more teams as well?
Correct.
Okay, okay. Carla, thanks for joining me
Thank you for
this
having
morning.
me.
Anything else?
No, ma'am.
Yeah, so just go on out there to Iowa Park. Things kick off 1 o'clock this afternoon.
All right. Hope to see y'all.
We'll be right back after this. Welcome back. A lot of us will be lighting fireworks this 4th of July holiday. In fact, earlier in the show, we had a representative from Russell's Fireworks in Wichita Falls here to talk about some of their best sellers. But even experienced people should be careful with fireworks. Last summer, a firefighter in Indiana lost an eye while lighting fireworks off duty. Kehl Sullivan has his story.
Curtis Scheidler calls himself the poster child for fireworks safety now.
I wish I would have been paying more attention.
Scheidler lost his left eye last summer after putting a firework inside a tube already loaded with one.
As soon as it hit me in the cheek, I knew I was in trouble because everything went black, even my right eye went black.
His EMT knowledge helped him blindly instruct his friend on how to keep his injuries under control until an ambulance showed up.
I went through 3 surgeries with my eye. My 3rd surgery was the removal of my eye. I had multiple stitches, and it was just a long, long road.
He says the doctors were remarkable. You hardly notice his fake eye.
I mean, you go out in public now and don't have to worry about somebody looking at you different. So it's huge.
Adjusting to life with one eye has been a challenge, though, especially as a firefighter.
When I'm driving, everything to my left, I have to definitely stop, take a look, and make sure, and I always do a double look.
The guys at the station help him out a lot. Their jokes keep his spirits up.
What's your favorite joke so far?
When the guys sing one eye, one eye, one eye love.
Play catch with one eye.
Scheidler makes sure they keep things fair.
You always have to play with one eye closed, makes it even. Makes it a lot easier on me. You'd be good with one eye.
Learn from the best.
I've only been a year, but I feel like I've came a long way. That's the best, right there. That's what helps.
And now that it's nearly fireworks season, he's sending out his warning.
If you do it, space it out to where you have your own side, somebody else has their own side.
He hopes his story keeps others cautious.
You don't know and don't realize how serious it can be until it happens to you.
Scheidler won't be lighting fireworks this year. He's spending 4th of July working at the fire station, a job he says he's lucky to have after his accident.
That was Kehl Sullivan reporting. Even if you're going to see a fireworks display put on by professionals, tell your children not to pick up fireworks that may be left over because they may still be active. And just another reminder, it is illegal to set off fireworks within most city limits here in Texoma. So if you don't want to risk getting in trouble, you can always go see a fireworks show put on by your city. Here in Wichita Falls, the 4th in the Falls festivities gets underway tomorrow. The family-friendly festivities kick off at 5 o'clock tomorrow night down at the Impact with live entertainment outside on the main stage. The music acts this year will include Wayward Blue, No Limits, and the headliner Brandon Ryder. The 4th in the Falls is free. You can't beat that. Up next, we'll talk about the 32nd annual 4th of July celebration and most patriotic parade at the Kehl House Museum. Stay tuned to Inside Texoma. Welcome back to Inside Texoma. The Kehl House Museum here in Wichita Falls is just another one of the places hosting 4th of July celebrations. Stacy Flood with the museum joins me this morning. Stacy, you guys are getting underway pretty early tomorrow morning.
Yeah, we'll be there setting up super early, probably about 6:30, and we'll have our parade and celebration. The parade registration begins at 8:15 downtown, the corner of 9th and Ohio.
Okay.
And the parade itself starts at 9 and comes up to the Kehl House where we'll have a celebration.
Okay. Perfect. So it sounds like it all kind of kicks off with the parade, and then after is the events and all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. And the parade is open to anybody who wants to participate. It's got 4 categories. 2 of them are children by age. 1 is antique cars, and then the last one is specialty, which is anything that doesn't fall in those other categories.
Okay. Are you guys still taking entries for that?
Absolutely. You register that morning.
Oh, okay.
So, and it's absolutely free. It's a great chance for the kids to participate in a parade instead of just standing on the side and watching.
Right. Yeah. Everyone likes to be in the parade rather than
Exactly.
watching, right?
And we give ribbons out to the most patriotic entry in each category.
Oh, okay.
So-
Do people go all out for this?
It's amazing what people do.
Yeah, and this is the 32nd year, right?
Exactly.
For this event. So what's it like for you guys to put on this event for the community year after year?
It is fabulous. It's kind of a gift to the community. It's a way for us to celebrate with the community and really be a part of Wichita Falls and our history and our heritage and carrying that through to the future.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful experience.
How have you seen it change or grow over the years?
We, a few years back, decided to open it up and invite other nonprofit groups to run games and booths, activities for the celebration itself. That has been a completely different experience. We used to run all the games ourselves. Now we let them run the games. They get 80% of every ticket that they bring in.
Okay.
So each activity has a certain number of tickets. We sell tickets, they're 50 cents a piece, so it's really not expensive.
Right.
And then we give them their money back. The 20% we keep is just to kind of cover the costs of the event. And we just thought that was a great way to get other people involved.
Right.
And let everybody get some exposure and some chance to communicate and visit with the public.
Right, absolutely. What are you guys expecting as far as turnout this year? Do you even know, or is it just year by year?
It's year by year. Usually if it's Friday, Saturday, or Monday, it's a little bit less.
Sure.
People go out of town and things like that. But we also
Right.
have people that come here for the 4th of July to celebrate with friends and family. So it's a different crowd. It's not the same people. When it's during the week, Tuesday through Thursday, it's usually busier.
Yeah.
But we still get several hundred people out every year.
Oh yeah, I bet. And what I like about it is it starts off the morning right. Usually, you got fireworks in the evening. And you usually have really nothing to do in the morning.
Right.
So this is something for you guys to take part in the early morning hours.
Exactly. It gets you up and gets you moving before it gets too hot. We are
True.
done by noon. So we start cleaning up at noon, and that gives everybody a chance to go home, cool down before the evening.
Yeah, that is true because it's supposed to be pretty hot this year.
Exactly.
What kind of games are we talking about? We talked a little bit about it. Talk about what kind of games people can expect.
Every year it's different because each of the groups picks their own game and runs it. It's usually carnival style games.
Okay.
I know we'll have an operation style game this year. I know there's face painting and balloon animals. We have a food truck coming this year.
Okay.
So if you want to get an early lunch or a snack, that's great.
Yeah.
Kona Ice is usually there too with snow cones
Yeah.
and that sort of thing. And those two are by cash, but
Okay.
all the games are by tickets.
And I'm not sure if you mentioned this or not, but with the parade, is there a cost for entry?
No, it's absolutely free.
Okay.
And you can come and enjoy. We have a program on the front porch when the parade arrives where we do the Pledge of Allegiance and the National Anthem and give away the prizes or the ribbons for the categories of the parade. And then you can walk around, just enjoy the day. It doesn't have to cost you a penny.
Yeah, that's perfect. And are all the activities outside, or do any of them take part inside the museum itself?
The house is open for tours.
Okay.
So that gives people a chance to get inside and cool off a little bit if they get overheated. And it's walk through at your own pace.
Okay.
So there's volunteers around to answer questions, but it gives everybody a chance. If you really want to do that in-depth tour, you can do that, or you can go through really quick if that's your thing.
Yeah, so if you haven't been out to the Kehl House yet and you want to check it out, here's a good opportunity to get out and about and see the Kehl House Museum. It's a really neat museum, and it's right here in our own backyard, so it's pretty perfect. Anything else you want to say about tomorrow's festivities?
I think we've covered it all. We just encourage everybody to come out and have a good time.
Yeah, it is going to be a good time. If you can't make it out to the Kehl House Museum, make it out to some of the other events we told you about during the show today. Here's the Wichita County Heritage Society website, and this website talks a little bit about the event tomorrow. On the left-hand side, you'll see upcoming events. I believe if you scroll down, you'll see that event. You can click on it, and it'll give you all the details.
Yep.
All right, Stacy, thanks for joining me this morning.
Thank you.
We'll be back here next week on another episode of Inside Texoma.